Let's see. I'll put it right there. Put it maybe. Okay, so my friends, the question is really the question and answer is usually for or is for California, LA mayor, governor, but this could also go for you guys in Texas, for you guys in Florida. Will you be going for Fishback? Will you be going for Byron Donalds here in LA? Will you be going for Mayor Bass? Will you be going for Rahman? Will you be going for Pratt for governor? Will you be going for Tom Steyer? Will you be going for Sheriff Chad Bianco? God forbid. Will you be going for Katie Port? So, my friends, I want to really stick on just another reason to dislike insurance companies. So, if you don't know, there was a chemical leak in OC, Garden Grove specifically. So, I want to read you this. Unbelievable. You pay so much in premiums for for insurance coverage, correct? But why does it seem like when something happens, they always say, "Oh well, technically we can't cover that." Technically, these insurance companies rake in the money. That is okay. Business wise, insurance is a wise business. Wise business because you rake in so much money, but then when push comes to shove, you get to write in some language that will protect you from actually paying out because you get to say, well, technically. So here we go. Credit to NBC for LA. Garden Grove chemical tank crisis victims insurance claim denied. So it says here tens of thousands of residents and business owners in and near Garden Grove Thursday slowly returned to their regular routines a week after an overheating chemical tank prompted mass evacuations, but their financial problems may have just begun. But you had to also remember that this was during Memorial Weekend. So huge business. They missed out on huge business because they were under a mandatory evacuation. So it says here, despite some promises from elected officials that they will help victims get reimbursed for the money they had spent on hotel stays, food, and other expenses, there were no concrete plans or timeline. As of Thursday, yes, all you had to do is look at the fires. Okay, there is so much red tape. Shit is barely getting done there. The Palisades, Malibu. Plus rebuilding those homes, they have to follow the new guidelines for a building home, whereas prior it was just wood and whatnot. The homes were fine. The Adam Carolla did a whole little video going through how now they had to put this massive slab of concrete that they built on top of that, whereas years prior they didn't need any of that. So there's so much red tape. So back to the story. NBC Los Angeles. Eric Jever is among the evacuees who spent several hundreds of dollars after staying in hotels for 4 nights. But he said when he filed a claim with his insurance company based on the loss of use civil authority clause in his policy, which says, quote, civil authority pays for your additional living expenses when this is unbelievable. So it says, quote, civil authority pays for your additional living expenses when a government agency prohibits access to your home, end quote. That's fucking right there. So he goes on to say, quote, I submitted about $600 of expenses for the hotel. The advisor looked at it and said, quote, well, I'm just going to let you know that we're going to reject this because this is something that is not covered, end quote. Unbelievable. So it goes on to say here that the Cyprus resident said the insurance company told him because there was no actual explosion, the loss of use under the terms of agreement does not apply because there was no actual explosion. Quote, I'm kind of shocked that an insurance company would almost root for something to happen in order for you to be made whole. End quote. That's 100% correct. It's just unbelievable, man. Just another reason to a dislike insurance companies because you pay so much money, then you watch all these stupid fucking commercials. You're in helping hands. Oh bullshit. Bullshit. They're just waiting to fuck you in the ass. That's just a reality. So I try to keep it clean here on my YouTube. My Rumble, I go off, and, but sometimes you just had to explode. God, because you want to talk about bullshit because it literally says there that they will cover it, but then they go on to say, well, because there was no actual explosion, we will not be covering you. Wow, really is mind blowing, huh? My God, who saw that coming? So yeah, that's all I got for you guys in this one. So Maya YouTube, let's get to 500. 500 there going to my Rumble on the air with Mark sub there, so we could get to 1,000. So I could do a news and brews there. As soon as I reach 1,000 here, I will do a news and brews here. Pick out a fine beer. Maybe we could all enjoy a beer together on stream. But first, I have to reach 1,000. So how about that mountain lion spotted in the Santa Monica backyard? Unbelievable! What a gorgeous cat! Gorgeous cat, but those things you don't fuck around with those things, man. Those things will turn you into shredded beef jerky. Okay, so follow my party on Air with Mark. My kick is on the Air with Mark. Subscribe to my Substack on the Air with Mark. So that being said, make sure to like the stream. Let me know who you'll be voting for, and wherever you are, what is your biggest concern? Whether you're in the UK, whether my brothers and sisters in Australia, we love you. My brothers and sisters in Canada, we love you. Mexico, Mexico, Argentina, my brothers and sisters in Iran, staying strong. So you guys are heroes. That is what real tyranny looks like. You can't even protest without getting killed. So I hope one day you find, ladies and gentlemen, finally get some freedom because you are beautiful people. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in to a Tuesday edition of On the Air with Mark Live. I don't have any of my little go outs or my on ramp pre-show videos because I'm doing this strictly off of YouTube. But if you go watch my Rumble, you get to see the on ramp little clips I put in, but then you get to see the end segment. But on YouTube, I'm just going straight off my phone. So that being said, my friends, stay safe. I love every single one of you. Do not do anything stupid, like get yourself killed.